It's funny. It's all fun and games. But when you leave here, you still have to live life. You still need something tangible to help you understand and help you get through this week. This week has been really hard for somebody in here today. I'm trying to help you get hope. See, today is a day of hope. Today is a day of restoration. Today is a day saying, I love Jesus. Today is a day to say, I'm done playing these games. I'm done playing this game.
We're here with inspirational speaker, life coach, and pastor, Jeff Smith. And we are going to interview him and see how hot he can go. Check us out. Jeff, and inspirational speaker, life coach, and pastor, and those are the reasons why I want him on this show. Thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
No doubt, bro.
So when you do these, talks and everything, like, what is your inspiration for doing them to, for the people?
The biggest thing for me is for people to get the gospel. Like the motivational thing is great, but there's nothing more motivating than motivating people to love Jesus, understand their purpose in life, understand that they're not here by mistake. They have, a calling on their life. So I was probably say, like, that's like my biggest inspiration, because when you talk to students all the time and you ask a good majority of them, like, do you know what you want to do? And they just look at you with a blank stare. You're like, dang, all right. And it just shows just like they just don't know who they are yet, which is fine. And that's, it's cool. So, like, I think that's my biggest inspiration is just them getting the gospel, man, and knowing who they are in Jesus, man. Yeah, first chip?
It's mild, so you be all right on this one.
All right. We
can see.
I guess he figured because I'm married to a Mexican, like, he should be able to he should be able to hold his own on this.
All right. It's easy. Just dip it on there.
All right, it's on there. Okay, yeah, we fine.
Cool?
Yeah, we good. We good. It got a little like to it, but it ain't no.
Already?
No. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
No, we good though.
So, you're a pastor, and that's pretty awesome. In my opinion, that's like the all-time job on this earth. I don't care about anything else. The other jobs is like under that. For real, like, I think that's freaking awesome. Like, it's very just commendable and just honoring and just great. So how did you become a pastor?
So originally, like, the church that I was at before, I was a janitor there for I want to say like 3 years, 3 going on 4, and but I was always involved in the youth ministry. So as I was involved with the youth ministry, one day they asked me to come and preach on a Saturday. I was nervous because it was only like 8 kids, but it felt like 8,000. And I thought it was the most terrible sermon on earth. But, students loved it, the kids loved, the adults loved it, and it was cool. And then they put me on this rotation, and I was like, y'all want me to, like, that was terrible. Why would you want me to keep preaching? Like, that was disgusting. But they loved it, and they were like, nah, like, the kids love you have a great relationship, they love your heart. Fast forward, I noticed that they needed, help for the youth camp that they were hosting. So I just asked, like, hey, do you need help? And it's like, oh man, I'm glad you asked. Come up there and we're gonna have you preach on a Saturday. And I was like, I was just trying to, like, get games together, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to do all that. So got in, they gave me a group of kids. As it gave me a group of kids, I'm getting to know my boys. I had like 5 boys in my cabin, and I'm getting to know their names. And the youth pastor at the time, he hit me like, hey man, he actually knocked on the door, and it was like maybe 10-15 minutes in, and he was like, hey man, come outside, I want to talk to you by the lake. And like, but the way he did it, it was kind of like that daddy look. It was like, hey bro, come here. And then I was like,
He got you in trouble too.
I was like, what did I do? Like, I just got here. And so he was like, hey man, you know, me and my dad, we've been watching you. We love your heart to serve. We have a middle school position opening up, and we want you to be the one to take it. And I was like, oh shoot. Mind you, I just had my daughter. And you know, so fast forward, became the middle school director, middle school minister, middle school pastor, and it just, you know, kept going from there, man. And that was in 2013 when that happened. So
we've been 7 years.
Oh Jesus.
Number 2.
Norse. I'm not trying.
You got to make it all the way through, dude. You got to.
I ain't no pug. I ain't gonna be no pug.
See, you putting 2 or 3 drops on there.
Look, man.
Keep it to 1.
Okay, all right.
You're going to regret that later on when it's coming number 4 or 5.
Yeah, see, he want to make sure I have baby wipes later, so.
We got milk back there just in case you need it.
That's cool. That's cool. It tastes like barbecue. That one tastes like barbecue a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah. So we solid.
How do you come up with what to speak about? Like, how do you do that? How do you like set up these meetings with the kids at the schools and everything like that?
Well, one, I read often. I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of documentaries, and then I do a lot of like studies of, you know, just the younger generation, millennials, and then like the baby boomers before us and stuff. And so I just have a lot of content. Sometimes it gets a little difficult because you have a lot of like information that you want to give out. So, but I mean, you just got to know the heartbeat of the culture. And so just doing a lot of studies of like dancing, like, you know, me and you back in the day, like clown dancing and crumping was like the big thing. So we was out here like, you know, so but now it's like you got TikTok and all these other things. So it helps me kind of navigate what I'm going to talk about where if I'm preaching or giving a motivational speech. And I mean, like, news gets out like so fast. So it's like, okay, this is the hot thing for them. How do I minister to them? But one thing that we ran into a wall with was being a pastor and then saying like, oh, like, I'm a pastor, I want to, you know, start a Christian club here. Just a lot of like schools just were like, yeah, well, you need to find a teacher or you need to go to the district for that. And so what we ended up, like, one of my really good friends, Jose, he started a nonprofit and it's called Rescue a Generation.
Nice.
And so he was like, bro, life coaching, that's where it's at. And so that's where the whole life coaching thing came from. So when you go in and you say, hey, we want to life coach your tier 2, tier 3 students, which are the students who are getting suspended, detentions, expulsions, we want to life coach them back into good behavior. They're like, oh my gosh, like, we've been waiting for something like this. So then now just the floodgates open and they say like, all right, cool. You know, they want to, we go with them and we're there and we do a 10-week course called the Success Club. And we life coach them for 10 weeks on rethinking success. They give us what are the assemblies? We get to talk to assemblies.
I've seen, yeah.
So
you post on your social media.
Yeah. So that junk is fun, man. Like, I love it. I love watching a student that like hates us in week 1, and then by like week 6, they're like, "Thank you so much for coming and being consistent and just loving us, even though we were being like jerks to you." And like, no, it's cool. Like, we love you regardless. And so it's really rewarding, really dope, man. And sometimes it's frustrating, but you know, being able to watch kids' entire behavior switch from like cussing everybody out, wanting to fight every day, to being like, how can I be a leader? How can I come back and help my peers get better? Nothing better than that, man.
Yeah, it's like to have that and to see it grow.
Yeah.
Like you're planting seeds.
Yeah.
So you plant the seed, you see it grow, and you're like, oh wow, like it actually works. And then when they're appreciative and they, you know, hit you back years later, or they're like, oh wow, thank you for that, and you changed that kid's life.
For sure. Yeah, and like, it's dope because like with Rescue a Generation, like, even though we're life coaching, we're still faith-based. So like these kids are like, oh my gosh, like, you guys have so much wisdom. We're like, man, if only you knew that was all Bible, bro. Like, so it's really dope, man. It's really
You
dope.
have a lot of patience too.
For sure. Like, we actually had a young lady. She actually cussed my boy Brandon out on week 2. And week 3, she was on her phone the entire time. And my boy Brandon, he's just a big teddy bear, man, and was like, he pulled her to the side, didn't front her in front of nobody, and just was like, hey, next time we just want you to be locked in. Can you just like not try to be on your phone the next time you come in? I don't even know if I'm gonna be in here next week anyways. I don't even know why. And like kicked the door open, and we was like, and he runs her down. He's like, yo, like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to like, help. Bro, like literally week 8, she came up to us, shook our hand, and was like, thank you guys for not giving up on us. Thank you guys for coming every week and pouring into us. And she actually graduated like I think a month early or something like that.
Nice.
So yeah, man, it was really dope.
Ready for this third one out?
I hope so.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3.
Sauce number 3. See if we can have number 3 and 4. You right so far?
Yeah, I'm good so far. I'm good.
How was that?
I felt like 2 was hotter than 1, or 2 was hotter than 3. But I don't know. It may creep up on me. So
It's gonna creep.
Yeah. Yeah. See, it's that stuff.
It's gonna creep.
There.
Relationships, right? There's a lot of relationships out there. It's either intimate or friendships or family. Which ones do you usually talk about, or do you talk about all of them?
I'm gonna talk about all of them. Yeah. Well, one, like my original passion right after high school was to be a marriage family therapist. I love marriage. I love families. That's God's original design, was the family. And so even before like I was, saved and loving Jesus and stuff, like I just had this like pull to relationships and marriage. And so the biggest thing for me was always like, how do you keep a marriage solid? How do you keep friendships? Like, you guys, like, I love looking at like you, Mike, Evan, like how you guys have kept that friendship for so long. That's a rarity. The statistics show that most people after high school don't even talk to maybe like 3% of their friends after high school after 10 years. And the fact that you guys are still solid for so long is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, every time I see you guys post and hang out, I'm like, bro, that's fire, man. And I'm sure you can attest to this, is like the number one reason why you guys are so close is because you guys trust each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the number one thing with any relationship, whether it's work, friendship, romantically, is trust. Like, once trust is broken, it's kind of hard to get back into like that full, like, I'm all in. Because the truth is, like, the fact that you guys are all willing to drop everything as soon as he comes out lets you know it's like, we're not just friends. Like, that's my brother. Like, I'll make sure anything is for him. And so when it comes down to just any type of relationships, I just talk about communication, trust. If trust has been broken, how do you regain that trust? And what do you need to do on your end to do some self-evaluation of like character and integrity? Like, that's huge too. Character and integrity in any relationship is huge. Forgiveness is huge. A lot of people, especially in this day and age, don't know how to do that very well. Even though like, no, I forgave, but you still keep somebody in prison for something that they did like 10 years ago. Like, you can't do that.
But they also show it in the media too. Like, somebody could do something 30, 20 years ago, and then when they want to bring it back against them, they a totally different person now.
For sure.
So they bring it back, and it's kind of like, so what's the point of forgiving them or leaving the past if you're gonna bring it up years later when they're not even the same person?
For sure. Kevin Hart, perfect example. Kobe Bryant with the interview, like, I remember like
Bill
Cosby, like, just like looking at all of this stuff, Michael Jackson, like, just like, whoa, wait, time out. Like, I thought we went through this already. Why are we bringing up this old stuff? And so, it's social media, And not even just, like, there's other people that I've seen just personally that I've known. We're like, yeah, like 4 years ago, they said this. And you're like, that was 4 years ago. Like, they don't even think like that.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, but like, you know, just social media, it can be a great platform to encourage people, but it can definitely like destroy some people too at the same time, which is, it really sucks at times. But I mean, like, just with the whole relationship thing as a whole, like, I just always tell people, you know, don't let outside distractions get in the midst of it. You know, accountability is huge, especially in marriage. I got, you know, 3 to 4 guys that literally, if I'm frustrated or if I got something going on, I hit them up, and 98% of the time they on my head before they're like, nah, bro, I feel you. So it always keeps me accountable into having a healthy marriage, being a healthy father, and, you know, being a great man of God and great friend too. So like, I've even had friends that are like, bro, like, why do you do that? Like, I don't know why I do that. And then we dig in and they're like, bro, that's not healthy. Like, we need to fix that.
That's good. You got a good squad around you.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, in any relationship, I always tell people, like, you know, you're the sum total of the 4 people you're around. Warren Buffett, the 4th richest man in the world, he said, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. And so, if you're a billionaire and you got nuggets to give, I'm gonna sit down and listen. So, you know, I've had to switch up, you know, friends back in the day, but I haven't had to switch in probably like maybe 10, 11 years.
Nice.
So, yeah, man.
On the 4th one,
This look dangerous.
let's
That
see
jug
you do
look thick. All right, let's sit there.
Nothing.
I mean, it got some, but I'm not trying to figure out what it tastes like. Because it's not a good flavor, I can tell you that. It's not a good flavor.
Is it heat on it?
Yeah, it got some burner to it, like, but it's doable.
To the 5th one.
Dang, just pure pressure me like that
There
fast,
you
huh?
go.
I said, do the 5th one then. That's since you so strong, brother. Let's see if the Spirit of God is really with you, brother. Can he cool this off on your body? Like, what's... All right. Oh, wow. Like, I can't even get... Wow.
Cool and chill with it, so, you know, you ain't feeling it.
Wow.
You might go through the whole thing. You go through the whole thing, you know, you might be the first one to do it. We had somebody else before.
Okay.
They you know, they went all the way through.
Okay.
Until they got to a certain one, they had to go get some milk. So
That one is good. I just like some type of barbecue sauce.
Which one? The 4th one?
The 5th one.
Oh, 5th one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the barbecue one. The hot barbecue.
Okay. We good. We good.
Cool.
Bro, I played soccer, bro. So, you know, I was like, they was giving me all the stuff. You know what I mean?
But you got one more. So
We gonna see.
Promotions. So
Okay.
what do you have coming up?
So, like I said, my boy, Rescue Generation, we're actually doing a concert / like conference next month. It's gonna be really dope. We're gonna have Derek Minor. You know, like, this is what, and it's completely free. Let me make sure I remember the dates, because I don't want to give y'all the wrong dates. Like, I'll be like, yeah, it's March, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, bro, you are a liar.
Ain't show up, ain't nobody there. He's like, huh?
So it is, where we at? Oh, March 19th through the 21st.
Okay.
So yeah. If anybody knows Ant Davis, he's a social media influencer. He'll be one of the hosts. He's gonna be doing comedy. That's gonna be dope. Genetics, one of my favorite female poets. And then my boy Eric Vasquez, he's gonna be speaking that day. And then Marquise Cox, he's gonna be preaching. That's gonna be fire. And then we have Derek Minor, who's gonna be doing the concert. So it's gonna be a turn up, man. And it starts at 7.
Right.
And if you have interest in the youth or anything like that, March 19th. You want to come out for that because it's going to be a training specifically for that.
Where at?
It's in San Bernardino at Sandals Church. Yeah, San Bernardino, Sandals Church off of North Sierra Way. It's going to be dope, man. Every year we get a great turnout. The praise and worship is always fire. The word is always fire. And then, like, so Thursday night is the conversations with the youth workers, and then Friday night is a concert. Saturday, if you have youth, we bring them in, we train them, and then we send them out to the city and they pray for people.
Nice.
So that fifth one is like low-key kicking in the back of my throat, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Like,
now you feeling it.
it literally just hit like the top of the roof of my mouth right now. I was like, why is it tingly?
Wait till you get to the next one.
Oh wow, okay. But yeah, like it's that we're in a couple of schools. It's really dope, man. So yeah.
6-1, the last one. The fifth one tingled the back of your neck a little bit.
Yeah, like it was like the back of my tongue and the roof of my mouth.
Okay.
I was like, why is it?
Because you was
tingling?
talking, all of a sudden you just stopped. Was like, yo, that's kind of hot.
Yeah, it caught your boy. It caught me up. Like, bro, I just want y'all to see this, bro. Like, it's thick. Like, bruh. Jesus at the center.
You want to do one? That's the 6-1. So you want to do 1 or 2 drops? I just recommend 1, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one. I don't have no pride to try to impress nobody. I got my wife already, okay? Like, ain't no pride there, okay? So here's the 5th one, or the 6th one. Okay, G.
Last one.
Last one, okay.
See, I had a 7th one, but I was like, let me wait, because it's in a gold bottle.
Wow, he trying to put people in a comatose.
It's in a gold bottle. So.
You trying to see if I can hang first?
No, I don't have it now.
Oh, okay.
That's. I'm cooking up something to see, you know.
Shoot.
So you lucky. All right, 6-1. Here we go.
Like, the laugh is just evil. Like, the laugh is just evil. But I'm a Gary Vee it, so we good.
All right, cool.
Like, I can feel it on the side of my tongue a little bit, but it's
Oh,
cool.
it's gonna move. It's gonna move.
Wow, this man is trying to like destroy my entire life right now. Okay.
So we got fast questions,
Okay.
rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Answer them however you want.
Okay. My
Burgers or
lip is-
pizza?
If it's in New York, it's pizza. If it's California, it's burger.
Tacos or burritos?
Burritos.
Who's your celebrity crush or crushes?
Selma Hayek and Amanda. I think her last name is Seal. Yeah, Amanda Seal.
Okay. Favorite Bible verse?
Wow. Probably Joshua 1:9. I command you to be courageous. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite TV show? Either old or new?
Ooh, that's a good one. I gotta go with Martin.
Yes.
I gotta go with Martin.
Martin or Fresh Prince? 1 and 2.
Oh, 1 and 2? Okay, so
No, 1 and 2. Like who you put at the top? Fresh Prince or Martin?
I would, oh man, that's hard. Personally, I'm gonna go Martin, but I understand that, like, numbers wise, Fresh Prince was better. So, but me personally, I'm gonna go with Martin.
I'll go with Martin.
Yeah.
All right. Last one.
Yep.
Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant?
Why would you even ask this question? Like,
That's the one I was talking about.
you're so wrong for that question right now. Like, okay, so we cannot deny that Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. Are we just talking basketball or just across the board?
However you want to rank him, brother.
Because we say just basketball, we gotta go with Mike. As much as I'm a Laker, Kobe Bean, Bryant fan, rest in peace, but like basketball wise, Mike was the man. Now if you're saying across the board, I'm gonna go with Kobe because he was on his way to just overpass and over. Like, I just, this is gonna sound crazy. I don't know if Mike at 41, if he would have died, had the whole world stopped this way. I don't know.
True.
Because like Kobe was doing a whole nother thing, man.
Outside of
like
basketball,
yeah, like it was like an Emmy, bro. Like he was on another level. So I don't know. Like I would say across the board, I'm going Kobe. But if we're just saying strictly like basketball alone, we gotta go with Mike. So that's my answer.
I feel you. You gonna close it out?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Oh, for sure.
You went through the whole show, the whole episode, without even getting any milk, water. So you good. So what we got for you?
I will say, like you were right. That sucker does move. It does, cause like it went from like the bottom of my tongue to the top to like the roof, like, and it's still tingling, but I'm good. Like,
Oh, you good then?
yeah, I'm good.
So, this is your
Come on,
reward. You got,
somebody.
Love Basketball hat, Humble Hoops Love and Basketball hat.
Come on.
There you go, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on right now. I may even preaching it tomorrow on Sunday.
And you got
You feel me?
the wristband.
Yes, sir.
Pray before you play wristband, Humble Hoops.
Yes, sir. Come on. I rep for my boys out here.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And I see with the hats on, so like, let me bring him the hat.
Yeah.
I know he gonna, do
Yeah,
that. So
I'm gonna go to the school with these on. Like, yo, holla at your boy.
yeah, man. So thanks for coming on, man. Really appreciate
for
it.
sure, man.
Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my church, man. We have our youth and young adults ministry, the current youth ministry. If you are a youth and you're looking for a fire youth ministry, holla at your boy. You can look me up at all social media platforms, Jeff Smith Speaks. Go look at our current youth ministry stuff. Like, we got a lot of things coming up. We're actually going bowling in 2 weeks. And we are going to be going to the concert in March. We got a conference going on. And then at the ending of the year, I do a concert. It's called Winter Fresh. Every year is getting better and better. This year will be our third annual one. And, it's going to be amazing. Worship is fire. As you can tell, I love talking about worship. The word be always fire, number one. And we have a lot of giveaways. This past year, actually, we gave away a PlayStation, a new PlayStation 1. We gave away tons of gift cards. Somebody won a pair of Yeezys. And what else? It was something else like big that somebody won. I don't remember. But like, yeah. So every year, man, God's been faithful. And, we turning up for Jesus out here, bro.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, so that's the episode of Cruising with Heat with Humble Hoops. So like and subscribe. Appreciate it.